Currently, I am here on the Scotland-England border as we continue on our 1,200 mile or 2,000 kilometre epic journey from John o' Groats to Land's End in Cornwall. So far, we have covered around 480 miles or 770 kilometres as we have traversed through the Scottish highlands and the Scottish lowlands. On our bikepacking mission, the GB Divide. Now it's time to head into northern England.
Well, I guess it's time to go and see northern England. See you later, Scotland. Day 7 on the GB Divide and I am feeling wonderful. I slept well and all is good. Today is the 7th day we will have been on the trail, 1 week into the GB Divide, and we are currently a few miles away from a place called Whistle, which we need to get to today and stock up on some food. However, it is Sunday, so we might have to hang around a little bit until everything opens. I'm leaving a little bit later today, just for that reason. And then we're going to go and explore the northern part of England. Right, let's go and get some food first. Right guys, we have arrived at Whistle. Now today, grab some breakfast. Luckily, Co-op was open nice and early. We've got some chocolate milk. We've got some peach halves in a tin full of sugar and some cheesy ham bread roll things. Today we're going to need all the energy we can get, especially for the first 30 miles, because the first 30 miles of today is just one long drag. Now, if this route is going exactly where I think it's going, we do have this 30 miles of very drag and then probably some hiker bike up this sort of bridleway, which is like some river crossings and all sorts of things. But when we get to the top of that hill, we are in for a treat. If we are going where I think we're going, which there is an observatory and it's basically just an access road, so there's no traffic. I came up it on the Great North Trail, replay that memory. And I always just remember wishing I was coming the other way. I was giving envy waves to everyone who was cycling down the other way, because it's like a 4 or 5 mile descent and you can just absolutely pin it. But we've obviously got 30 miles or so to get to that point, which is going to be a grindy lot of work. So we're going to eat this food and then onwards and upwards, I guess. Guys, so we're just coming through Morehouse Nature Reserve, and this is where I remember it getting very hiker-bikey. But I tell you what, guys, it's the first day I've had a bit of a headwind. It's a bitterly cold one today, but we got to grind up this hill until we get to the top, where we will get our awesome descent. Let's keep grinding. We're nearly there. Just one more grind to go. Well guys, that was a long, draggy hiker bike, but we are now at the top where we finally got our descent. This morning has just been an absolute drag. We've done 34 miles, but it does mean we have like a 5 mile flat out descent, which we can pin it as fast as we can. We are descending through the clouds by the looks of it. Let's go and have some fun. We haven't gone downhill all morning, so let's do it. Woo! That was the most fun I've had all day. That descent is just so much fun. You're just cruising along at like 40 miles an hour and it just feels great. I've just come through Appleby, just had a massive thing of carrot cake, so I'm feeling like I could go for days. And we're heading towards Kirkby Stephen, and then guess what? The good old Yorkshire Dales. Today I want to try and get like 70-80 miles, as we have been this whole trip done. I have an idea where I could camp, which is in the Yorkshire Dales. So let's head to the Yorkshire Dales and let's go have some fun. Oh, that descent was so good! Well, good morning guys, good morning. Today we are high up in the Yorkshire Dales somewhere. Not entirely sure where, but today is day 8. It's a new week. It's our second week on the GB Divide, and it looks like the weather is starting to take a turn, at least where we are. It was a bit foggy last night. I think it even snowed a bit, definitely rained. Hopefully as we descend and get a bit lower, it's not too bad. It's quite windy out there, it seems, as well, but hey ho, off to work we go. This is day 8 of the GB Divide. Yesterday I did about 70 miles. I didn't get quite as far as I would have liked. I would like to have done a bit more. Now today there's about 80 miles, which is up and down, which will probably be the Pennine Bridleway, I think. and that gets us pretty close to dropping into Manchester. Now there's two options today. It's either do that 80 miles, find somewhere to camp just before we drop into Manchester, or we complete this section of the route, which is 120 miles, but that's 40 miles through Manchester and out the other end. I don't know what's going to happen. The weather's not looking great. It's looking a bit windy. The Pennine Bridleway is my least favourite bridleway in the UK. It always breaks me. It's always bad weather as well. But let's get packed up and on we go, I guess. This is day 8 of the GB Divide. Let's go. Wow, guys, if this morning's anything to go by, today is going to be one draggy hellhole of a day. Lots of hiker bike, just grindy, and tiring. I've currently just gone through Horton on Ribsdale, something like that, a few miles back, and we've done about 15 miles, but got them Monday blues, and it's just gonna be one hell of a hellhole day, I feel like. Just keep pedaling. I really want to just get through Manchester. I always hate this section. I don't like the Pennine Bridleway. Too many gates, too annoying. I just want to get through the city. And I might go into the night tonight and just get it done. I'm not sure, it depends how close we are by sunset, but I just really want to get through Manchester already. 30 miles done today so far, guys. About 90 to go until we complete this section. This section gets us pretty close to the Welsh border. I did tell myself I'm not going to ride into the night on this trip, but I feel like today I might break that rule and use the nightfall to get through the city. But we'll see. Just stopped, had some breakfast, some chocolate waffles with some chocolate syrup, so now I'm on a sugar rush and no doubt sugar down. But right, the sun is starting to shine a bit now, but it is bloody windy today. I've had a bit of tailwind, but all in the wrong places when I couldn't make use of it, and now I'm on the road. It's kind of a cross headwind. Hopefully we'll get a tailwind. Let's go. Well guys, after a long, grueling day, what just felt like just non-stop grind, we've done 66 miles and we're sort of just descending now into Manchester. It's all pretty much downhill. Oh my god, today has just been absolutely brutal. I knew it was going to be like that when I woke up this morning. It's just been felt like I'm lugging my bike around all day. I obviously now need to get through the city, so we're going to do a bit of urban bikepacking, I guess. I've got an idea where I want to camp tonight, but it probably is about 20 to 30 more miles from the city centre. So yeah, I guess I'll see you at camp after a bit of urban bikepacking. Bring on Wales! Well guys, today has been the hardest day for sure of this ride, but after riding into the night a bit, we did actually manage to crack out 108 miles, so not a bad day. It definitely didn't feel like it was going to be like that, but after we got out of Manchester, or through Manchester, it was just all road, and I just road slogged it until, well, basically where I am now, which is very close to our next stage of this adventure. Northern England, you have been tough, but now it's time for Wales.